everyone, my name is May, my pronouns are them and they, and I have Tourette syndrome, which goes into effect every time I say Tourette syndrome. And I have a service dog named Damien, who is lying down on the ground. So, I thought I would make this video again, how I knew I was queer, because I rewatched my old one, and I didn't have confidence because of the way I looked. Which was shallow, and I wish I could go back a year and hug myself and be like, hey, I'll tell you a secret. You get off that medication and you start to look like yourself again. But I couldn't keep it up. It was too painful. So anyways, here's a happier version. My name is May. My name is May. My name is May. I was born with the name Emily Sullivan, and I was born February 17th, 1998 in Fairfax, Virginia. So the suburbs of Washington, D.C., America's capital. And when I was 4 years old, we moved to Bucharest in Romania, and we lived in Sector 2, which is the second sector of I think there's 8 ways it's split up. And it was probably one of the roughest ones you could live in a developing country in a post-communist revolution. Why did you raise your children there, diplomat parents? But they did, so whatever. We had a bodyguard. His name was Domnul Mircea. I spoke Romanian. It was my first language because I was late to start talking. And I was selectively mute, so I didn't start really talking till I was 7. So I started talking when I was 3.5, knew some words in English, then shut up, learned all of Romanian, started talking. Crap, they don't know English. Learn English. Luckily, I was 7, I was 6, so learning languages is so easy. So I learned English. And we came back to America for 6 weeks. Worst 6 weeks of my life. And then we moved to Singapore, where I was there for 6, 7, 8 years old. And Singapore was amazing. And that's when I first started developing crushes. So I had a crush on a girl, and she had a Chinese name that I thought, when you're a little kid and what you're exposed to around the age of first grade is what you set a precedent of as normal. And I believed that everyone in America would also have ethnic names, like Chinese names or Malay names, or, I was very wrong. I was very wrong. There were a lot of Sarahs, and there was not a lot of Jali. There was a James. But there was like Zulfikar and Shafika, Sharifa, Dipien, Divien. Names that now I'm like, oh. So I had a crush on a girl who is one of the names I just named. And I would buy her chicken wings at lunch because that's how you flirt when you're in first grade on a tropical island. You buy them chicken wings. And I wanted her. I was in like first and second grade, and by the time we got to second grade, I was ready. I wanted to kiss her. I wanted to marry her. And then I came to America and I forgot. I came to America and everyone said like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? When I was in 3rd grade. Which is like one of those elementary school or primary school relationships that don't last and they don't make sense and they involve like holding hands and then like chewing gum and then like giving it to the other person and then not talking during recess because your friend groups don't like each other and then like going to each other's house for play dates, like like a boyfriend. I became obsessed with getting a boyfriend. Like I forgot about that whole thing where I was ready to kiss that girl and I forgot. And in 3rd grade I got my first kiss that I didn't get, I received from a girl. And I was like, this feels right. But every girl likes boys, right? Because it was so focused on that girls have boys and boys have girls. So I completely kind of forgot about the gay thing. I thought it was no longer anyway, so I went through 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. 6th grade is still elementary school where I live. I had a boyfriend in 6th grade. He was the guitar player in our band. We had the same initial. It was dumb, and then I wanted to break up with him because somebody made a petition for us to break up. And I was like, damn it, I want to break up with him, but I guess I have to wait for him to break up with me. And then the next day, he's like, I need to talk to you, babe. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, I'm breaking up with you. And I shit you not. I said, thank God. Which I'm sure ruined his self-confidence. But, like, I didn't want to be in a relationship anymore because I started watching this terrible show called Degrassi. It's this Canadian, like, documentary, mockumentary. It's like, it's a reality show that's not real life. It's a fiction. It's a drama show. And it's about kids in high school. And that's where I learned what eating disorders were and what self-harm was and what I learned what, like, cocaine was. I mean, I'm 12 years old. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I know what cocaine is. And Mom was like, all right, congratulations, don't do it. And they had a lesbian couple in it. And I was like, that's so hot. And, like, I used to write in my diaries, be like, I'm in love with, who was it I was in love with? I think her name was Holly J or something. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. And then I went to middle school and I forgot I was gay again. And I was like, I'm going to get a boyfriend. And then I fell in love with a girl. Hardcore. And I was like, nope, that's not a crush. I just admire her. And when I got to high school, my best friend, 朱雨清跟我都觉得我们不喜欢女生，可是现在我知道我喜欢女生。When I got into high school, my best friend, Sarah Zhu, and I were like, oh my gosh, everyone thinks we're gay. We're not gay. Like, get it straight. Because our English teacher thought we were gay because I used to sit on Sarah's lap. And Sarah Zhu remains as one of my best friends in the world, but I never had a crush on Sarah Zhu. Ever. Like, it didn't even occur to me that I was gay. Because I was like, because Sarah was my best friend and I didn't have a crush on Sarah. So I couldn't be gay. Thank God I got to college. Alright, I dated 2 boys also, George and Bobby. I dated them, and they're like straight white boys, and they don't know that now I'm disabled and gay. I've been gay my whole life. I just didn't know because I was thinking it was wrong, so I pushed it out of my head and thought I just admire that person. I made all these excuses. I get to college and I'm reading fan fictions with someone at like 2 a.m, and this person who I go to college with is like, I don't know who said it first, but I think she said it first, was like, dude, I think I'm bi. And I'm like reading another fan fiction and I'm like, Damien! Oh, it's not Damien. Never mind. Come here. Hey, you. I'm sorry I blamed you for barking. You don't really bark. And so I then was just like, yeah, I think I'm queer. And then I decided I was queer. I was like, yeah, this makes sense. And everything I had forgotten about came back to life, and I realized, and I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gay, thank God. The next challenge was coming out of the closet, but luckily I did that with my mom by taking, I'm gay, in an airport, at which point she screamed at me in public, I fucking know. Why else would you be going to Minnesota? You want to see your little girlfriend. And I will tell you what, they were my partner. They were not my girlfriend. And they are the most special person I know in my entire life. And I wish them all the health and all the luck and all the everything. I wish you all the beans. I wish you everything. And I miss you and I love you. That one was Damien. Alright, gotta go. I'm gay. Bye.